Well guys, I'm out here in my shop, and as you know, I like to play with tools, and I'm one of those tool hoarders, and as you can tell, I got a new one. If you look right over my right shoulder. This thing right here, although it's new to me, it's not really new. This is a Dewalt 733 thickness planer. This is the one, I think it's got a 15 amp motor, 10,000 RPM. This one only has 2 blades, but regardless, it does a heck of a job. Now, there's one problem with it, and it's one problem that all planers end up having eventually, and that's the blades get dull. Now, I've seen lots of videos on YouTube where people have this exact model or others, and they explain how to change the blades. Well, that's great, but what if you don't know when the blades need changing? So, I'm going to give you a few tips to tell you when it's time to change your blades so that you don't prematurely wear this thing into the ground. So, here we go. So, the first thing, these are really loud to begin with. If it sounds like it's even louder than normal, that's an indicator to you that it's time to change the blades. When this thing gets really wound up, it gets really loud. But when the motor is really working hard because the blades are dull, it winds up even more. So pay attention to what it listens like, or sounds like, when it has new blades, and pay attention to that as you go, because you're going to start to notice the sound changing as the blades get duller. Now the second thing I'm going to tell you about comes down to this stuff. This is sawdust. And if you look at it, this sawdust doesn't really look the same. You get right in there, it doesn't really look the same as this sawdust. And the big differences you're noticing here are these pieces are a lot bigger, and they're sort of in elongated shapes. They look like small little pieces of an apple shaving. So those are different than those. The reason being is the ones I just picked up, these are from a sharp planer blade. These things are brand new. They are razors. These are dull as heck. These are taken off wood, but not much. And it's actually causing some problems and some roughness to the wood. And check this out. So I've got 2 pieces of wood in front of me. The one on the left has brand new planer blades. The one on the right has quite worn planer blades, basically worn out. And here's the big difference and what you're going to notice in finish. This starts to look like the wood is being torn. You'll start to feel the contours in the wood. So I can actually run my fingers along there and feel all the bumps from all the different bits and pieces in the wood grain. That's not what you want out of a planer. Feel this? This is absolutely smooth. There is no roughness to this. You can't feel any of those rough grains like you can over here. There's no signs of any tearing as well. This is what you want. This is what you want if you're paying extra for high-end rough wire brush circle sawn flooring. Not what you want out of a planer. So hopefully those tips helped you guys, and if they didn't, well, I appreciate you watching regardless. This old Dewalt 733 is about to get a workout, because if you see behind me in that trailer, I got a boatload of 1x4 material that I got to get planed down to size, because that's going to become the interior finish for the tiny house. So come on back next time. I'm surely going to be making some more sawdust or doing something like that, and hopefully it'll be fun. So we'll see you guys all next time.